Hey, Jeff, do you know what type of podcast we are?
Well, we're not a history podcast.
That's correct. We're a comedy podcast. So any jokes, skits, or anything else we say is not reflective of our organizations, businesses, or any sponsors that we're associated with, even charities. So remind yourself, if you're offended, it's okay. It's just a joke.
Comic books, movies, growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering tales from the crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote the
All
scripts.
right here is no mystery. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 560. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Jim.
Scab Blake and Scab Brian.
Oh,
You're
Brian.
double scab this
Yes,
week?
double scab.
Blake might actually have scabies because he was fishing this past weekend in Florida. So who knows what he gets out in that ocean, especially with the fish. So
You look like Fat Shady to me.
we got DJ Fat Fingers on the keep on the what is that
Mixer. It's called a mixer.
and Fat Shady over there busting the rhymes later. Yeah.
Wait till the expo. Have
Oh,
an act going.
Fat Fingers featuring DJ or Fat Slim featuring or
Fat Shady.
Fat Shady.
featuring DJ Fat Fingers.
I like it. I
Took
like
you
it.
too long to say that.
I'm embarrassed.
The good news is on Friday night, since we don't have as many panels, Jim, me and you are going to do a wrestling match.
Oh, I was taking people out to dinner.
Damn it. We can do a wrestling match. We just can't break the couch because that's up on the stage. All the guests have to be on the bottom of the without legs on the
Wait,
couch.
did Jeff put money down as a deposit on that couch?
Did you, Jeff?
No, I refuse to do that anymore.
We went to Gatlinburg many years ago, and Jeff, it was on Jeff's credit card, the deposit. We obviously paid him, but 10 minutes into it, we got there. Me and you got into a wrestling match, and you literally picked me up and threw me onto the couch, over the couch, onto it, and Jeff yelled, "It's on my credit card!"
Well, Jeff didn't
it's
even
not
see
that-
it. He was downstairs.
I
and he hears-
heard.
Oh, yeah.
I heard the wood of the couch crack.
To be fair, it wasn't a good couch.
To be fair,
So you shouldn't be wrestling on it.
To be fair, Jason decided to start a wrestling match. Then when I picked him up, he's like, "Oh shit, this is really happening."
I lost that match. But anyways, so I digress. So catch us October 18th through the 20th. That's where we're at, Sharonville Convention Center. Cincinnati Comic Expo. Go to CincyComicExpo.com. Get your tickets. Lots of good tickets available. Katie Sackhoff will be there. Ming Now Win.
I heard Peter Weller was going to be there, then not going to be there, but now is going to be there.
We don't know. We don't know. But we would like to have him there.
Yes.
We will have, let's see, who else?
Kevin Eastman.
Yep, Kevin Eastman. Thank you. The whole X-Men, almost the whole X-Men team of voices for the 97.
Was it John Rhys Davies?
John Rhys Davis, David Wyndham.
David Wenham?
Yep. He was Lord of the Rings, right?
He was, yeah,
Amongst other things, yes.
Okay.
He was in Lord of the Rings 300.
Okay. Doug and I were having that conversation off air, and I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan, so I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. So we have lots of Jason Isaacs.
Mira Sorvino.
Yes.
Emily Swallow.
Nope, not yet. We don't know. Nope, we don't know.
On their
Oh,
Facebook-
yeah, it is on there.
Yeah,
on their
but say,
Facebook
they
page.
released it.
Emily Swallow is official.
Yeah, sorry. Never mind. Yes. I was like, Doug, what are you
Oh, look
doing?
at their Facebook page.
Don't do that. What am I doing? So, yeah,
I can't say Brad Pitt because that's not.
correct. Hayden Christensen, maybe?
No.
No, not Hayden Christian.
No Chuck Norris, unfortunately.
No. Ross Marquand?
Not this year.
He may be there. He had a good time.
He might be there, but that's just if he comes
For Oktoberfest.
If he's just coming to to hang out, not necessarily to be a member of the panel.
He hasn't called me and told me he was coming in, though.
Well, he did text me that he might because me and him have a really good impression off. It's uncanny how good we are against each other. So, yeah. So get your tickets now. Come see us.
Uncanny, that's the word you would describe that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Allison Court.
Okay.
The Big Comfy Couch. It's a PBS kids show. My son watched when he was at grandma's because they didn't have
Are you getting
cable
her
at the
autograph?
time. No.
Oh.
It's like, I heard of the Big Comfy Cow.
I'm going to do some stretches with her. That's how she started the show.
Oh,
by
okay.
stretching.
That might be creepy.
Oh, we can have a little panel where she can start every panel and get everybody to stretch.
Oh, I like that. Everybody get up off your seats, get them going. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's 4 weeks from now. So come visit us. We have bottle openers to give away. We have magnets. So, yeah, take a look. It's in a book.
I don't think getting a lot of these people coming to these cons, getting up and stretching is the thing they want to do.
Yourself included?
Oh, I'm including myself in that.
Okay, and
We're going to yoga at 10 o'clock.
You have to go down to the health, the Kroger Health Expo downtown at Sawyer Point.
after working, I don't know how many expos, my daughter, Scab Randall, finally knows a celebrity that's actually coming.
Oh.
And that's Chris Potter.
Oh. Is he a horse guy?
He was on Heartland, which was about a horse ranch. I don't even know what channel it was
Oh, man.
What else has he been in?
on. I think he
Heartland.
Yeah.
That's what Scab Randall knows it.
he is Gambit.
I'm Gambit. I have magic cards. Wah.
Just as long as it wasn't Ray Chase, who's not going to be there.
Can you do a Gambit of Tate?
No, Tate's Gambit was not good, but it was fun to watch.
Sorry about language.
Come on,
There it is.
I mean, it's just a boomhauer. I mean,
Deadpool and Wolverine is coming to Disney Plus in the next 3 weeks. So just let everybody know.
yep.
Doug, you know what you got there?
A big glass of water.
Yeah.
Glass of water.
So you can wash down your cotton candy.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I have to come. First off, I also brought Sour Patch Oreos.
You did.
I
Those
never
are-
get credit for that. I just always get the ice cream brought up.
You brought Shackalicious gummy bears.
Do you know who got 0 of those gummy bears and those Oreos?
Who's that?
Me.
That's because you were suspended.
That's because these guys pig all the shit down that it's good.
I
and
figured
leave the
that-
bad shit for me to eat.
Hey, we gave you that barbecue shit last week. I don't know what the thing that should have been crunchy and it wasn't.
The chewy stuff.
Yeah, I'm hoping that with keeping the bag open over the week, that
It'll
it made
get
it stale
spoiled.
and made it crunchy.
And I just have to say about this.
Ranch cotton candy.
I'll take the fall for this. I'm okay doing that.
Okay.
But it was current Tri-Canadian of the Year Scab Randall that actually found this and said,
Ooh.
Dad, look at this. How about this? I'm like, absolutely.
You know what, though? That is why she is Tri-Canadian of the Year.
Really?
She looks for stuff for us.
Yeah, but that's the stuff she looks for. I mean, she's getting punished for that.
Here we go,
How
Doug.
bad can it be?
How bad?
Oh, you'll like it.
It smells awful. Okay, Doug's trying it. Let's see here. Ranch cotton candy. It's not good, is it? Not good.
It has a
Feet taste?
spice taste to it. It's
Bullshit. Bullshit.
It's what, man?
He's going back for seconds just to prove that it's not terrible.
Bathroom's right outside the green room. Oh, that was a big old chunk
he
of it.
took about a handful, and it's all sugar, so it breaks down to about the size of a coin.
But still, that's way too much.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh,
That's good eating.
I'm getting sick just thinking about it.
So one of the other Tri-Canadians of the Year, Miss Marbles, she was going to give us some Coke Oreos, but I said we already have like 3 bags.
We do.
And she goes, okay, well, fuck me then. But we do appreciate the thought of her picking it up, and then she can try it while she listens to us.
She actually does good food.
Now that smell is drifting this way.
It smells like feet. She does a good job. You know why? Because she actually gives us good food.
Because she likes us.
Yes. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm just trying to wave the stank of the.
Doug, there's no way you can like that.
Oh yeah,
That was
that's
fine.
better.
No. We do have a special guest in the room tonight. We have my dog Molly. She's just laying right next to us here until she barks. But she's doing good. She's doing good.
I just booped her.
Brought a dog into the room here. Jim, what did you bring this week?
I brought the Oreo zero sugar Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Oreo flavored.
You can actually open up the Oreo cookies, too. The Coca-Cola Oreo cookies. And we could have them together.
Well, I'm going in for the.
Oh, God! The ranch is getting down here.
The Coke smells good. I'll give him credit for that.
No, I only need one.
Oh,
Zero.
God.
I've had one already.
I've had one already, too. God, the ranch. But I'll
You've
take
already
it.
eaten these.
I bought one for my kids.
I was in Target.
That doesn't mean you're allowed to eat them before
Sorry.
we try them.
God, Doug, the ranch.
I have a bag at home unopened because I wanted to share my
the first taste with
my
all
first taste with everybody.
Okay, I'll pretend it's my first.
Well, I
taste.
had to take my daughter. She's got her first homecoming dance coming up this weekend, so I had to go with her to go. I don't know. She needed something for her dress. Then she needed shoes. So we got in Target. We got the drink and the cookies. So I had to open up the cookies just to punish her for having put me through that. So
A cactus is the way to her heart.
apparently, so yes, that's her theme on her horse.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Did you buy another horse since last time?
No, I did not.
Okay. Are you planning to?
No, I am not.
Okay.
So I'm trying this Oreo flavored Coke Zero, and
I really don't.
it's Coke with some sort of flavor, but does not remind me of Oreos.
Yeah, I don't know what it tastes like.
I mean, I get like if you get like the fountain Cokes or whatever, where they squirt flavors. I guess that's what a chocolate Coke would taste like.
I don't even get chocolate on the drink. It kind of tastes flat to me.
Well, it's a Coke Zero, so that's
Yeah, that
where
could be it
comes
too.
from.
Hold on me. Do you like the cookies though? Do you like the Coca-Cola Oreo cookie?
I ate it all together for my first one, and it's different, but I like it.
It's fine. It's middle of the road for me.
Nah, I put it on bottom of the list.
You think?
Probably only above lemon because I don't like lemon.
Lemon was good.
Oh, I love lemon.
The lemon was good. It's above birthday cake because that was ass. I hate birthday cake. That was not a good one.
It's above Swedish Fish.
Could be good.
Birthday cake is one that's round year round now.
Is it? Trying it. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. I'm not sure on the Coke. Like, I'll drink the Coke, but it's nothing special.
Okay, cleanse the palate after eating the Oreo cookie. Now I'm going to try the Coke.
It's fizzy cookie flavored is what it says on the Coke. What do you think, Jeff, on the cookie?
I'm not sure.
It has a red cookie outside and a chocolate.
I'm wondering, are those different flavors? Now I got to try.
I think they are.
Yes.
I got to try the red one by
The different
itself.
wafers? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, it's not. When I tried it, it was like, it's nothing great. And my kids, who obviously love Oreos, they weren't even that impressed.
What is your opinion of like the Pop Rocks and the icing?
Oh, no.
Don't like that?
No.
I'd like to. What's last one we have? The Pop Rock.
Yeah, there's something else.
The Star
Those
Wars,
was the 4th of July? or-
the Star Wars ones.
Yeah.
No, Star Wars had like extra sugar. It wasn't the Pop Rocks.
I think it was the 4th of July ones had Pop Rocks in it.
Fireworks, I think. they
Yeah.
called them.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's just. I think there's a lot better.
I didn't
Oreo.
even notice the Pop Rocks until I took a drink after eating the cookie. And then I'm like, okay, now I feel that.
You did it for the cookie. Yeah. While those guys finished up eating, I was at Horror Hound this weekend. So was Brian. So we went there. So we appreciate the press passes for that.
Thank you for getting the double R's said.
You're welcome.
How was Kevin Smith?
I did not see him. It was on Friday night. Brian was there. He can talk about it next week. Very busy though. Kevin Smith was. He saw the View Askew panel. But yeah, overall, we went Sunday. My oldest son and I. It's a lot of fun. Good times. I wanted the Joey Lauren Adams autograph, but she was not at her booth at that time. Cole Sprouse, who was Jughead in Riverdale, had a huge line at like 3 o'clock on a Sunday. Skeet Ulrich had a huge line.
Did they have your picture up by Cole Sprouse so that you were not allowed within 50 feet of him?
I wore a fake wig, and
Was my picture still next to the Joey Lauren Adams booth? Not allowed there.
it was both of ours were next to it. They're like, you see these creepy guys? Get them away.
I thought you said the thing expired. The date on the restraining order expired.
It got renewed. So
Just because I kept on trying to break into dressing rooms to see her naked.
okay, that's not creepy.
Well, he saw it in a movie.
Oh, that's right.
Have you seen Mallrats?
Oh, that's right. Speaking of that,
Just out of curiosity,
Yeah.
What does the View Askew universe have to do with horror?
nothing.
Okay.
Well, no, because he did do Tusk. That's a scary movie.
But is that in the View Askew universe?
Uh,
I think that's a different universe.
I think Dogma could be scary a little bit.
hey, Doug, can you go upstairs and open the door? We got another surprise guest coming.
Uh-oh.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So,
So you're saying I shouldn't have locked the door?
yes, Doug's going to get it.
Okay, well, Doug's going to get the door. Jeff, give me part of the body, plural.
Toes.
Jason, give me a plural noun.
Penises.
Because I wouldn't say penises are part of the body.
Jeff, give me something alive.
Frankenstein's monster.
Ooh.
Okay. Jason, give me a celebrity.
Katie Cassidy.
No, celebrities are famous people, Jason.
Oh, it's Cassidy.
Love
her dad.
I always wanted to be your dad. Okay, Jeff, give me an adverb.
Lovingly.
Aw. That's very nice.
Thank you.
Jason, give me a place.
Barcelona. What are we doing? Which Mad Libs?
You'll find out.
No, okay.
It's not Star Wars because I have those in front of me.
Jeff, give me an occupation.
Chartered accountant.
Like that?
I looked up and saw the picture of Norm on our wall.
Oh. He's a painter, too, wasn't he?
Yeah, after his.
Plural noun. Jason?
Plural noun?
Yep.
Caves.
Jeff, noun?
A noun, we'll say moustache.
Mustache.
And you ruined it already, Jason.
Is the door open? Did you open the door?
Yeah, I unlocked it.
Okay, there you go.
Part of the body.
Part of the body?
Yep. You already
Nipples.
You already used penises, so. Doug, give me a verb.
Cheat.
You're cheating hard.
Jeff, give me an adjective.
Fun-loving.
Jason, give me a number.
79.
Doug, a color.
Orange.
Jeff, give me a noun.
Thought.
Thought. Jason, a place.
Tatooine. Oh, I should have gone Hoth. Better
Should have, but you didn't.
Doug, part of the body. Everybody gives me a part of the body.
Elbow.
Knees and toes. Elbow.
And Jeff, a plural noun.
Plural noun. Sentiments.
It's the worst one you could have done.
It's the worst one?
Yes.
You mean you couldn't find one worse than that?
Yeah, he,
No.
he already said penises.
Oh.
It's true.
We are doing the DC supervillains Mad Libs.
Okay.
This one is Alien Antiheroes.
Okay.
Doomsday has spiky toes and can easily crush penises with his bare hands.
Wow.
I believe that.
Is he Doug?
He began as a Frankenstein monster on the
Okay.
planet Krypton.
Okay.
But later he came to Earth looking for Katie Cassidy, lovingly tearing apart Barcelona to find her.
lovingly.
That actually kind of makes sense. Okay.
It does.
As the evil chartered accountant of War World, Mongol ruled over a planet where caves did combat for his amusement.
How do caves do combat?
Combat caves.
If one of the heroes stepped out of line, he used the powerful mustache embedded in his nipples to cheat them with a fun-loving bolt of energy.
I like it.
Despero may look like 79 pounds of orange muscle, but his mind is actually his most dangerous thought. As the tyrant of Tatooine, he uses his third elbow to control the sentiments of his enemies.
Worst noun ever.
I'll control your sentiments.
I don't know what that means.
It's not my fault you don't know the English language.
Speaking of Kevin Smith, we had a poll of the week that you can find us at Bad Ideas Podcast. Since Kevin Smith was at Horror Hound, what is your favorite Kevin Smith film? We had Clerks, Chasing Amy, Dogma, and Zack and Mira Make a Porno.
No Jersey Girl on the list.
I actually like Jersey Girl. I do.
Oh, you're the one.
Yeah, she dies in it. Jennifer Love You. Or Jennifer
Lopez.
They killed off Jennifer Love Hewitt.
That's Can't Hardly Wait 2. So Zack and Mira Make a Porno is 4%. Third place is Chasing Amy at 9%. And winning 64% to 23%, Dogma over Clerks. So there you go.
I voted for Dogma.
A lot of people like Dogma. Good movie.
I think I saw Dogma in the theater 4 times.
Wow.
Well, the last 3 were the dollar cinema, so
Still,
I
though,
paid
counts.
$1, but it was worth $1 to watch again.
It was a good movie.
Dogma probably was his best film overall.
Yeah, like quality-wise and that.
Yeah. The Clerks got him started off and got him known.
Yeah.
And just the dialogue in that was fantastic.
Chasing Amy is my favorite of his. I think from a movie perspective, I think you're right. I think Dogma is probably his best film.
Now that's a shared moment.
What's a Nubian?
That scene was fantastic.
Oh, Chasing Amy from start to finish, I can probably recite most of it just because it's a hilarious film. Like there's so many.
Nubian? You almost had me peeing my pants.
You're a tracer.
Problem I had with it was the end. This is the situation, and then the thought process you have to go through to come up with his solution.
For a threesome.
I'm like, how does... That makes 0 sense.
The best part is when she's like, no. And Jason Lee's like, thank Christ. Jeez. They're all fucking figments of your imagination. The best is when they find out that she's a lesbian. And just the main character is like, what the fuck? Like, wait a minute. Ben Affleck looks at her like, and then Jason Lee's just clapping his hand.
And she's making out with the girl on the dance floor.
Yes.
Now that is a shared moment.
I mean, she asked me to come here for a reason, right?
Multiple drinks of the Coke Zero Oreo flavored, it gets less and less.
I think it just tastes like Coke Zero with a little bit of like,
Chocolate syrup.
yeah, it's a little bit of flavoring. I don't even get chocolate.
I don't get chocolate either. I just get, I'm the same way. I feel like it's Coke Zero.
I taste a Coke Zero, and then it's a different type of sweetness in there.
Best part is that it's 0 calories per can, so that's good.
0 calories.
Yeah,
Is it 0 calories?
that's what it says. 0 calories.
Oh, wow. Okay. I know it's 0 sugar. I didn't
Look
know
at
it
us
was
making
0
healthy
calories.
choices tonight for once.
Yeah.
You're welcome, guys. I'm trying
Yeah.
to take care of us.
Look at that. So there you go. Kevin Smith talk right there. So, always loved his films, and his podcast is one of the reasons that we got this show.
Oh, yeah. Listening to him encourage people to just go out and do your own.
He said, just do it. Just buy the mics and do it.
And we said, okay, Kevin.
We did it. And 560 episodes later, here we are.
He's really proud of us.
Oh, he is. He is. He talks to us all the time about it.
And at one point, you gave away a Dogma, autographed Dogma script.
We did have that. And it looks like we have another guest in here. Look at this. Look at this. We're on the air right now. Well, we started about 40 minutes ago, but I know you're on Andy time. So
We're only 23 and a half minutes in.
you can come down here if you've got another mic right there. So there you go.
Or you can just grab this mic over here too. We have
Plenty of mic. We got 6 mics.
a plethora of
Yeah,
mics.
get that mic there. We have Andrew.
I'll just turn up every mic.
We have Andrew from the Cincinnati Comic Expo is here.
Hello.
Welcome, Andrew.
Welcome.
It's your annual, once every 3-year visit.
That makes 0 sense.
Once a year.
Is it once a year?
That's what we're saying. That's
Okay.
what we're going with. Once a year.
What did you bring?
Healthy snack.
You got to talk into the mic.
Yeah.
A healthy snack.
Yeah.
Mini pretzel.
Instead, he's putting the bag next to the mic so you can hear the crinkle of the bag, not his talking.
Thanks, Jim. We just did the promo for the Cincinnati Comic Expo. We were very happy that Hayden Christensen might be there.
Not.
He's not going to be there.
Brad Pitt.
Brad's not going to make it this year either.
Ross McQuan is coming back.
Not
He's
this
my
year.
special guest.
Yeah, we may have jumped early and picking up that Chuck Norris Funko.
Yeah, just a little. That's very unfortunate.
With that being said, you owe Brian $50 for it.
Is that how much that was?
It's not cheap.
Well, hopefully we get them next year. We
Um,
already put it in, so.
well, it doesn't matter because I think Brian's going to his house to get it signed, so it's fine. Who's the other? Oh, we got Sam Malone. Could you get Ted Danson? For some reason, he bought a Sam Malone Funko Pop.
I don't think I've ever seen him do a show before.
Ted Danson? Yeah.
We said for some reason, it's not like we don't have a signed George Wendt picture.
We do have a George Wendt picture. Katie Cassidy picture signed. Ben McKenzie. Got a lot of them.
Yeah. You get some more this year, won't you?
We got Phil Coulson.
Phil Coulson.
Oh, I forgot his name.
Greg.
Clark Gregg.
Clark Gregg,
Gregg.
yes. Clark Gregg.
Loved him in Sports Night.
And you got an Adam West up there.
I do have Adam West. Love my Adam West one. So yeah. I also got a Matt Fraction one from Hockey.
Can I ask the guest a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
As opposed to describing.
Yeah,
the,
go ahead.
Has there been any guest? You don't have to name names where you're kind of surprised how tough they were to deal with. Do you deal with that a lot, or do people go into these conventions? They know what they're getting
Guests as
into.
in attendees or guests of the show?
Guests of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I mean
Sometimes we'll get heads up. Like,
this person. Okay, yeah.
they're very peculiar about certain things or things that need to be done a certain way.
Does any of them say like I need red M&Ms?
Not red M&Ms, but we do get special requests for food items.
Okay.
Which is not unheard of. Matter of fact, they'll send out, the team will send out a dietary sheet and say, give us your dietary needs. And then Matt will pass that on to Samantha, who runs our green room, to make sure that those items are obtained.
Jeff, could you send him our
I
dietary?
will say we need plenty of
what would you like?
fat, full burgers.
We got Oreos we need.
Have you been surprised about how many guests, celebrity guests, are nicer than you expected?
Oh, most of them are just fabulous to be with. I mean, they're there to, make money, but a lot of them are also there to meet. They don't need the money, but they're there to meet their fans, and they're just glad to get out. A little bit of an ego boost. People are wanting your autograph, think you're special. So, I would say the vast majority have been really great. There's a handful. I'm not going to name names, but you're
Right. Oh, right.
Whew, not again.
I will say Ross McQuan is probably one of our favorite ones that we've talked to.
He was nice. Ian Ziering was
Ian Ziering.
fabulous.
Yeah.
Wong.
Yeah.
Benedict Wong.
Yeah.
Benedict Wong.
Wong.
I mean, just seeing him out there with the guests. I mean, coming out from behind the table and taking their phone, and he was doing the selfies with them. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that I'm impressed with.
But personally, I enjoyed talking to David Grumholtz. Like during the panel and then after the panel, he was. I feel I could have just gone and grabbed beers with him.
That's somebody I've wanted for a while personally was David, but I didn't have a chance to really talk to him at all last year. So just because I'm running around doing other things, but I was glad to see him at the show.
Yeah.
I'd love to have him back down the road. But
I loved. We walked up and there's no one at his table, and then you look down there, and he's just walking the floor, just checking everything out, just saying hi to people.
Well, last year was the actor's strike, and that really threw us for a loop.
Yeah.
Then we
Yeah.
couldn't promote.
Anything.
It was kind of like we could only promote the name. We couldn't promote the projects.
It made it really easy on us moderators.
That was. I hope we never have to go through that again.
So what's it like working for Christopher Nolan in this big film that you were in?
Is a question I'm not allowed to ask.
Well, we could ask about his experience with Christopher Nolan, just
okay.
not about the film.
Gotcha.
We did have one of my favorite ones is still Neil McDonough.
Yeah.
That was last year. He was hilarious, and he was a very nice guy. So, which didn't surprise me. Didn't surprise me at all. So, but yeah, Andrew's here. Any other questions, Doug? Yeah, any other questions for him?
Are we back to post-COVID? Do you think attendance-wise?
You mean pre-COVID?
Or yeah, pre-COVID. Yeah.
We are both
Post-COVID.
No. Well, I mean, let me preface this by saying, yes and no. We're not at the Duke.
Right, correct.
So our facility is smaller. It's a very nice facility. Free parking, easy in, easy out. Vendors are going to love it. But because of that size constraints that we won't for 2 years. We won't get to our original back to our numbers because of that.
And that's because in Cincinnati,
That's just because of change in venue.
Yes.
I have no choice because the other venue is being renovated for 2
Correct.
years.
Oh, correct.
Well, hopefully in 2 years it's going to be absolutely huge.
No, it's going to be the exact same.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it's not a. It is not an expansion whatsoever. It is a refresh.
Well, I meant huge. I meant the numbers that we get for the expo.
Oh, the numbers for attention. Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not going to be any bigger. They're even shutting down an extra road for it to not get bigger.
Yeah, and I've been waiting to see like official diagrams or blueprints, and I've never seen them. I've asked for them, I think, again a month ago, and he said he still hadn't seen them yet. The guy I spoke with, so I don't even know what's actually going to look like. I've heard rumors and rumblings, and this is happening or this is happening, but I can't confirm it or deny it. But it sounds like one thing's for sure: we're losing our traditional green room spot on the show floor.
Oh,
so,
no.
yeah. So this is just the way it goes.
They can stay at my house and do that.
It's going to be a tough travel taking them from the green room to their thing and back if we have to drive to your house. And
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll have a little trolley. We'll be fine. But the good news is the streetcar is going to run near Duke Convention Center in 2 years, right?
it is not.
Nope.
No. The one place it should be going is where it's not going.
Yes.
But it's okay. Like right on 5th Street down there, it's within a block of each other going up and down either side of Fountain Square, but nowhere near the convention center.
Why would
Or the casino.
Or the casino.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to go from the convention center to the casino, you couldn't do it on the streetcar.
You could, but you still have to walk 8 blocks.
Yeah, you can take the streetcar and then end up a block away from where you were when you got on the streetcar as it went down and around different parts of the
for people
city.
that don't know, we're in Cincinnati, obviously, and we got a streetcar downtown, and it does not connect to major items. It does connect to the Red Stadium and Bengal Stadium.
It connects down to the banks of the stadiums up to Finley Market and the OTR district.
Yeah, and the library. So, but not to the convention center or the casino.
Not to the convention center or where the major hotels are.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which people coming out of town are probably going to use a streetcar.
It was great that it connected to the library, which was closed for 3 years.
For renovation.
Okay, they're going to be an outdoor aspect of the convention center. Is there any chance you guys would do anything with that?
I've actually already was eyeing that because they're going to be putting a pavilion across the street, an outdoor pavilion, but we had to find out. The wording to me seems a little confusing. Is actually who's renting it? Is it? It almost seemed like how I'm interpreting it is that if somebody's renting the facility, then we have to rent the space from the convention center management, which means I would have to force to rent it from them, which then means a higher cost overall.
Oh, it's not part of.
But if you're not renting it from the convention center, then you rent it from the 3CDC, which is downtown. They manage a bunch of the little pocket parks and parking, and they basically control the city. they'll be renting it. But my experience with them in the past, like with Fountain Square and things, is that they're much more reasonable. So I would rather rent it from them at this point. I shouldn't say it out loud to our friends down at the Duke, but in my experience, been 3CDC in the past has been easier to work with.
Hey, Doug,
Yeah.
2 years from now, on that Thursday we get down there, just rope it off.
Yeah.
Just rope it off.
Don't
Don't worry about it.
Is it true that working with 3CDC is like working with the mob?
Moving on!
Okay, now.
So what you're saying is we just show up with our own signs and
Yes.
we just put them on the thing.
Yes.
It said reserved.
Yeah.
and we just go there.
That's how it works.
okay.
I mean, I love working with the Duke people. I just should preface that. I just know that there will be additional costs that will be added versus one venue versus renting it from one area versus another. That's just my hunch.
So outdoor dance party.
Well, that's what we're thinking. Maybe we have the after parties on this pavilion and bring in some musical acts and things like that. So people are leaving the convention center. You'll be right there, and we can have our parties right there.
I can do like a stand-up gig, like with impressions.
No, you can't.
Yeah, we driving them away. That's the end of the night to
That's
get
true.
everyone to
I don't
leave.
really, it's still years away. I mean, but it's just
Well,
That's a nice-
pavilion will open in a year and a half. It sounds like the convention center is still 2 years away. That's if it's on time. I mean, there's
Got to be on time. They were told there's no other option.
Well, they said Sharonville was going to be on time, and that took an extra 8-9 months. So this is a lot bigger project, and if it goes more than 9 months, then we lose another year. So
And then at that point, we're just having it at our house. Just Bob's Studios. So,
You can just do it in the neighborhood. Just close off some streets here.
yeah, we'll be
and-
fine. We got a security guard at the end.
But they are tearing it down now. So I drive by it 3 days a week, and they are really gutting the outside of that at this point. And the historical arch that was part of it, that's almost down now. So
Oh, wow, okay.
I guess they're saving that and storing it somewhere.
And all the artwork on the outside of the building, I'm assuming, took off the historic pictures.
The murals?
The murals.
Murals, yeah.
Yeah, I you know what? I actually haven't looked that way because I always come down to one street,
Okay.
and I haven't looked to the left to see if they on that intersection there where I could see it. But I imagine they. I don't know if they're gone yet. I don't think that is. I think they're still there, but they have to get rid of them somehow.
Yeah, I mean, if they're, I would hate to see something happen to those.
I think that was like $1 million project to move those murals, $1.5 million or something.
Well, they can move them if there's more room back. They can put them back to.
They're not
the,
going back.
back to the.
Those murals are not coming back to the convention center, from my understanding.
Okay.
That's what I mean. They move them back to the
Union Terminal.
Human Terminal where they were originally.
If I know Andrew as well as I think I do, he might buy one.
I don't think they're going to let me.
So is the Cincinnati sign on the side of the
That was
that's
a big
going away?
uproar with the local community, and I think that's going to be staying.
It should say.
Are they going to fix it?
I think that's what they're going to do: is fix it, make it better.
Are they going to make it so the T isn't capital, but all the other letters are small? Capital
actually-
T, but everything else is lowercase.
It's actually going to be spelled out Cincinnati.
Yeah.
They put the A at the end.
They're going to put two T's at the end.
Maybe it'll just be Cincy or Natty or something. Save some money.
Cut off the other letters.
Spending $200 million.
If I go down there and it says the Natty on it, I'm going to burn the building down.
Again, Andrew will have the other letters if I know him. Hey, I got it at an auction.
No, but it's going to be a really nice facility when it gets done. The building, it wasn't bad, but it because I've been to some other convention centers that are rough, but ours, it just needs a little facelift. I didn't think they were going to do this. I mean, this is a complete gutting.
But yet they're getting no extra space out of it. That seems to be a problem to me.
No, and the Anchor Hotel hasn't been announced yet, and from my understanding, that's going to open up maybe a couple years afterwards. So,
So, anyways, Cincinnati Comic Expo is October 18th through 20th.
yeah, at Sharonville Convention Center, so a little north of Cincinnati,
Brad Pitt will be there.
No, he won't.
downtown Cincinnati.
Brad Pitt will be there.
No.
Anthony McConaughey.
Nope.
We
Nope,
do
not
got
gonna be there.
lots of guests coming up this week. It was,
Emily Swallow was announced today.
yeah, and we're going to have 3 or 4 more that are coming up. So we should be able to get them all announced this week, or if not, into early next week. we're just waiting on some approvals and things.
Doug, you can announce that you're going to be there.
Yeah, I can't. No, I can't.
No, you can't. Doug will not be there.
And it is Emily Swallow,
Yes.
not Swallows.
Yes. Yes.
That's a completely different person.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
now, is this just the final few weeks? Is this just an adrenaline rush for you, or is it just nothing but stress?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
A little bit of both. You know, stress. We're going to miss something, forget something, forget to purchase something. You know, you do all you can, or there's just a lot of moving parts. Thank God I have a great team that helps all around, because this when we started the convention back in 2010, it was difficult then, just with me and Matt and my kids and a couple volunteers. You know, we could do it, not an issue. But you know, quickly there, within 3 years, we realized, wow, this is getting to be pretty complex. There's a lot of moving parts you just don't think about. It's just like you're sitting up there just taking emissions. You know, think about it. Every time you're flying in one of these celebrities or a comic book guest, you probably have a spouse or a handler. And on top of that, you probably got an agent that's going with like a couple. If there's a bunch of people coming, you probably got their main agent coming with them. So it's just not. So every time you see a guest, just imagine there's another one or two persons that we're having to take care of. And a lot of people don't understand that. And there's all those dietary needs that need to be met. And there's a lot of contracts and facilitation of that. All the hotels, you know, and then you got people with the hotels and different names that have to be used. And then you got at the last minute, you might have a flight change, flight delay, and you got to make sure the hotel's keeping their rooms, you know, because if you get in like past midnight, and let's say your plane got delayed and you're coming in from LA and your plane got delayed, now you're coming in at 1, hotels, they'll cancel the room at midnight.
Yeah.
And then they show up and they're like, hey, you don't have a reservation for you because he just got canceled an hour ago. So that stuff happens. So you always have to make sure you're, the people that are handling that are on top of it. Then you got all the car services that got to get booked, because once they get to town, the airport, they got to get taken care of. They got to get to their hotels. You know, they got to get their itineraries. It's more complex than what people just think on the surface of it. And even booking a town is a challenge, because then there's a lot of shows, so there's a lot of
competition.
But not only with competition, there's also contracts. So there'll be, like, we run against a guest that we were looking to get the other day, but some other show had a clause that we didn't think there would ever be a mileage radius issue, but there was with this one, you know. So they had a 290-mile radius, and which stopped the guests from coming to our event because of it. So, but we didn't think that would happen. That's a pretty far radius. But you got those type of things going on. So when town's getting booked across the region, there's non-competes before and after shows, mile radius with the competes.
Damn it, Brad Pitt.
So it's just not so easy. It's just, we'll go get this person. Yeah, you may want that person, you know,
Yes.
but that person may already booked that weekend, or he may be, or he or she, or whoever they are, may already have a show that they were doing a month before you or 2 months after you. They already booked it, and you're in that mileage radius. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's just not so easy. It's like just getting names. And think about it, it's just not, there's our event. How many other events are you aware of in the region? There's probably 20, 30 shows
Oh, yeah.
throughout the
Yeah.
year minimum,
Yeah.
just in Ohio, Cincinnati, and Kentucky. There's probably 30, 40, 50 shows. So in all these shows have all these guests. So it really gets to be kind of like juggling pieces of like a puzzle. Like, all right, here's who we want. Then you find out, okay, who's actually available. And then you have to find out, do they actually want to come? And then you got to, when you get their details, like, is this financially feasible? You know,
Right,
Does
right.
it fit in the budget? So
Yeah.
it gets to be like, you know, so the list of all
Yes.
these people quickly gets down to this certain number.
Did you find it easier to book people when you can say, hey, Oktoberfest is the same weekend. Come on in.
Some agents asked about it, actually. We had a couple agents. But for us, it was, all it did just drove the price of the hotels through the roof.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they didn't want to give us hotel room contracts anymore. So, like the Hyatt was telling us, like, we can book these rooms regardless without you. So we just put them on the open market. I don't need to give you a discount. So and that was like using that for like our main host hotel. So a hotel room that used to be, this is going back several years ago, it would be like $125. God, I wish I could get those rates now. But back when it would be $125, they said, well, if you want to, we'll give you $125, but if you want to be on Oktoberfest weekend, well, now we're going to charge you $190. So that would be the dramatic difference. And when you're booking all the, you may seem like, oh, it's just $60
Right.
or whatever it is, but when
For every person
but
coming.
when you're
yeah.
talking, several hundred nights, it starts adding up a lot of a difference. So what the interesting thing with that was, so the hotels are telling us we're going to raise your rent, okay, on all your hotel rooms. But then when we went to the Duke facility to the convention center, they said, well, it's harder for us to rent Oktoberfest weekend. So if you move off Oktoberfest, we're going to raise your rent. Kind of like where do you want to get hit at?
So nobody wants to be here, so you got a discount because you're here on a weekend. Nobody else.
So it was kind of like, we'll be on Oktoberfest. Well, then we're going to raise the rent a lot. And if I'm on Oktoberfest in the hotels, we're going to raise your room night. So we were like going to catch 22. At the end of the day, we chose not to be on as much as we could, if it's possible, not to be on Oktoberfest because it's. But now Oktoberfest has moved. It's down the street more. It's not like before. It used to be right in the heart of the city.
Yeah.
Now they took it down to Yeatman's Cove and Sawyer Point, which is like
The opposite side.
the opposite side of the city.
And the streetcar don't go there.
So
It does not.
I think that hopefully when they open up the new host hotel, which is supposed to be like 280 rooms, I believe, or something of that nature, is that it will allow for a more competitive pricing nature in downtown. So I'm hoping.
I mean, you can take them to that Comfort Inn that's right down on 8th Street.
I know what you're talking about. Where the bottom of it looks like it's a storage facility. And,
To be fair, they only rent by the hour, so it might be cheaper.
They have the cheapest rates going around downtown.
yeah,
For
if you
obvious reasons.
if you want to buy your drugs, it's you just got to walk outside and put your hand out.
Hey, Brad Pitt, I got you a hotel. Problem is, you're going to have bed bugs and scabbies. So take your pick.
Probably the least of your worries.
You all have good entertainment at night.
So do you get any time off, or is it as soon as this one's done, you're on to the next one?
Yeah, I mean, we're already spoke with Matt, and he had an idea, and we're going to go with it for next year. So he already's putting the feelers out for next year for a big reunion or something.
It is funny, though, like, if you try to talk to Andrew for the next 3 weeks after the expo, it's like he's a bear. He goes into hibernation. It's like, Andrew, how you doing? It's like, can I talk to you? No.
No, I mean, after when the show's over, usually that was like our downtime.
Right.
So November, December, it's like, don't talk to me. I just want to decompress and enjoy life. I mean, I enjoy the show. Don't give me that, but it's kind of like it's a lot of, I'm also a little bit of an introvert. So I just kind of want to, gather my thoughts and just enjoy family life, and then get back into con gear as the new year starts. But now of us having these other events, there is no break anymore.
Video Game Expo coming back?
Absolutely. May 16th through the 18th. That actually worked out really well for us. So Super Cincy Expo.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a blast.
We just got 2 guests that we put offers in. Hopefully that we get these back. And we're offering a heck of a lot more tournaments next year. We're going to double the amount of tournaments. We're going to offer some more stage performances. And, so that show is going to be pretty much half of its vendors, a little bit of celebrities, and then for voice acting for video games, and then the other half of the show is just going to be all about tournament gaming.
People enjoyed the Tecmo Super Bowl one that we did on the stage. They
Yeah.
enjoyed that one a lot.
I think if we get more time to promote it and get it out there, I think it'll be very. And now we got the patches and everything else, so
Doug still needs a shirt.
we'll get shirts.
The look I saw was "fuck you, Jason," and that's what I gave him.
Well, and Andrew is very. I love Andrew, but it's funny because he was asking for shirts for the Comic Expo, and I was like, "Now hold on, is Brad and Doug getting shirts, or do I need to put them down?" And then it was the same. Fuck you, Jason. He doesn't say it.
Let's see, titles for the show.
Fuck you, Jason.
I made sure we got plenty of extra shirts. So,
Doug, you might get one.
I based off the volunteer registrations and extrapolated that from what we ordered last year, and I think we'll be fine. So everybody will make sure they get their shirts.
Some asshole group, the Hobie group, has like 14 people.
No doubt.
Man.
And they're all double X and triple X shirts.
Hey, I'm XL. I'm only 1X. Give me time.
Dr. Dana isn't that big.
Yeah, you're right.
So you're going to sit with us for a little bit, right?
Yeah, I thought so. More almost done.
Jim, why don't you give me some listener feedback?
Did you just call him Tim?
Jim.
Where we at?
We just started.
Oh, you already just started. I thought I was late.
No, we didn't start. We didn't just start, but we've just been talking about everything else.
It takes a while to get going.
We have the bomb listener feedback brought to you by Hello Jeff. What's in the Hello Jeff box this week?
Oreos.
Oh, any different types or just random?
Random. You don't know what it's going to be.
You should just take like boxes and just open them up and put them
That's
in.
what it is. It's
Oh, okay.
Random Oreo. Yeah. No, not bags of Oreo.
Loose Oreos.
Loose Oreos coming from hundreds of different boxes. There'll be some. If you're lucky, you get an Oreo Coke. If you're unlucky, you get cheap sandwich cookies from
Duplex. Well, first we have from that one guy,
Number one fan.
Ape Hands,
Can't give yourself a nickname.
7.
Beaver Hands.
Dunkaroo Doug.
Beaver Tail.
Kurt Rambo Expert,
Sunny D.
The Postman.
Joel of the Licking.
Fat Shady,
Oh, Fat Shady. Freaking Postman. That one.
Doug. Why don't you read your question there, Doug, since you're here?
The Mascot Hall of Fame just inducted Lucille from the San Francisco Giants, Monty from the University of Montana, Orbit from the Houston Astros, and Jackson DeVille from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Which one is the least deserving?
Jackson.
How
What?
many
They love Jackson and
How many they put in a year?
Too many.
I always thought Lucille was from Arrested Development, so that's what confused me.
Lucille 1 or Lucille 2?
No, the loose seal.
Oh, that bit off.
Buster's hand. Yes. I do not know Monty from the University of Montana. So, because I don't know him, I'm guessing he's the least deserving.
What makes me mad when they do like the baseball top mascots and they put like
Andrew just tried the cotton candy.
Did you just give that to him?
yes he did.
I just asked him if he wanted to try some.
I am somewhat of a cotton candy connoisseur.
He tried some.
And let me tell you,
and it
that
was-
is by far rancid. That is terrible. The worst. And I love all cotton candy, and this has got to be by far the worst thing I think I put in my mouth in a long time.
Would you like some ranch ice cream?
No, this is awful.
See, there you go, Doug.
And now it's in your mouth. You can't get rid of the taste. It ruined your Mountain Dew, didn't it?
He's leaving now. Yeah. I don't know what we're talking about. Let's move on. From Russell Skinner at the Skin Doctor 45055. A new trend amongst hardcore environmentalists is buying rags, basically, and using them instead of toilet paper. You then can wash the rags instead of wasting toilet paper. Thoughts?
I saw this. Anybody I tell this to, they're appalled by it.
Well, I mean, it's like cloth diapers versus disposable. That's all. You wipe your butt, and then you throw it in your little
Washing machine.
That little thing. Yeah, it's called a washing machine.
I was going to say the diaper genie thing. So it.
The next time I'm at the desk job, and they ask for suggestions on how to save company money, I'm going to put this in there.
Also, just to let you know, at this Cincy Comic Expo this year, we now are not having toilet paper. It's just towels.
Well, first we should have bidets there.
Oh,
So,
work on
so you
that.
clean it, and then the towels are just really to dry.
BYOR.
I like it. I like it.
Thoughts? Yeah, no. No, thank you.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. From Dana Gardens. Do you shower before you go to bed or when you wake up?
Jason does both,
Yep.
and 2 more times in between.
I take about 3 showers a day.
That's not good for your skin.
I know, but I like it. Makes me clean.
If I'm going to...
Do you use moisturizer?
No.
You should.
Well, I do a little bit, yeah.
More often than not, before.
It depends. If I am going to... me and my wife are going to be intimate, then I will shower before I go to bed. But regardless, I'll always get a shower in the morning because it's the only way I'll wake up.
Do you wake up in the morning?
Yeah, that's the only way.
Eventually.
I got to get a shower. I have to have a shower. If I don't get a shower in the morning, like I just feel like
No.
junk all day.
Well,
I grew up with two older sisters, so there was no bathroom in the morning.
Yeah.
So I got used to at night. So and I sleep until I have to get up, and I get extra sleep by not showering in the morning, by showering before I go to bed. I'm the kind of guy who I never want to go to bed when it's time to go to bed, so I stay up longer than I should. And then when I wake up, I never want to wake up. So whatever I'm supposed to do, I don't want to do it. So I can put off going to bed by taking a shower then. But I will never get out of bed to take a shower.
For me, it just depends on what I had going on. If I have time at night, I will. Or if I did something strenuous where, I should shower before I do anything, I will.
I mean,
If not, then I'll do it when I get up in the morning.
hell, I brush my teeth before the podcast. Nobody likes bad breath.
I do. I like bad breath.
Oh, okay.
You brush them before each interview, too.
Yes. Yeah, I do.
He does.
I know.
At the Comic Expo, I do have the little brushing teeth.
I don't understand why they call it bad breath. I mean, God.
What else you got?
Next, we have from Steve at EILFM.
Everything I learned from movies.
How many games will the Bengals win this year? How many will the Browns give away?
He asked us this last week. Is this the question he asks every week?
No, I just think Jason forgets to take it off the outline.
Stupid intern.
Intern fax machine forgets to take it off.
So we already did that one. Sorry.
Well, my answer changed from this week.
Okay.
Because they can't win 19 anymore, so now the answer is 18.
Okay.
17. Oh, no, 9. Yeah.
With the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Okay, we got some corrections from Jacobo at Tweets by Jacobo. I never tweeted anything about gummy bears. I would like an apology from Blake for talking about that. Good luck. Blake doesn't apologize about anything.
No.
Hey, Andrew.
Wait.
Do you remember the Gummy Bears cartoon? You need a mic.
Gummy bears
Gummy Bears.
bouncing here and everywhere.
Where do they come
See,
from?
somebody actually knows the song and
Where-
doesn't babble on for
I know the
minutes.
song. Where do they come from? I don't know. Hey, Gummy Bears. Gummy Bears.
When you were looking at musical acts, don't look that way.
So the song was written by, what's his name? Williams is the guy's name.
Paul?
No.
Oh.
It's John Williams' son.
Oh. John Williams Jr.?
But he was also like a lead singer in a band.
Ah.
It's a great song, and then Jason butchers
Jason
it.
ruined it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gummy Bears.
Shut up.
Gummy Bears. Where do they come
Next,
like
we
that
have
show.
from Professor Number
And
One.
why do you
at-
always think, where do they come from? That's nowhere in the lyrics.
It is.
No, it's not.
Oh.
From Professor Number One at Doc Number One. Jane's Addiction Rock Band ended their concert abruptly when Perry Farrell, lead singer, punched guitarist Dave Navarro. Is this how Hobie ends it? And if so, who punches Jason first, Brian or Jim?
Brian.
I think
Brian will punch Blake first.
I'm going to throw Jason through a couch.
That's true. That's true.
And I'll just hit press buttons.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to end that way. I feel like it's going to end with somebody dying first.
You're saying we're going to go out with a whimper, not a bang?
Yeah, yeah. Episode 2000, you know.
Oh, I'm not even planning on making it to 1,000.
You better.
I'm going to be dead by then.
Do you really want me in charge of this?
No, I don't want you in charge of that.
Okay, then you
Quit
got to
touching
make it
my
to
buttons.
1,000.
Brian will take care of that then.
But I thought I was... That's kind of loud. I thought I wasn't going to be here at 9:98. When
That's the Automan episode.
989.
9 to 9.
9:89, I was going to be gone by for the Automan episode.
You should be able to have a hammer with you, Jeff. And every time Jason reaches over to touch the board, you can smack it.
Can we get a hammer for the studio?
Ask Andrew. Let's see here. Jeff, can you give me some news of the geek? That was really cool, too, by Dave Navarro, who actually kept his cool in that fight.
Dave Navarro, I think, because it was Perry Farrell hitting him. It didn't hurt.
Yeah. So, sorry, before we get into I was listening to the Howard Stern show the other day, and they had a interview from a while back with Perry Farrell, and because obviously it was timely, and so they were replaying it, and I guess back in the day, he's talking, Perry's talking, and he's like, yeah, he's like, I get into fights once in a while. There was one that the security guard didn't know who my wife was, and she wanted to go backstage, and he's like, you can't go back here, and she like called me, and so I went out there and I beat up the security guard, and Stern's like, did you actually beat up the security guard? Well, I punched him, and then he put me in a chokehold. It's like, yes. So it was like, I think he has some anger issues.
And somebody who weighs like 140 pounds,
Yeah.
and he's like 6'3", should not start fights.
No, they actually canceled their tour.
Oh yeah, they broke up.
Shocked.
So did REO Speedwagon today.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did they get into
They're
a fight
done.
on stage too?
I guess there's some issues.
Irreconcilable differences.
Who would have had Oasis as the only band that hasn't got into a fight on stage yet?
Yet.
Yeah, they haven't been on stage in 15 years.
That's true.
so
That's true. Jeff, give me some news of the geek.
it's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
We are not doing the Lord of the Rings thing right now.
Because Blake's not here.
Yeah, that's true. That's
What we need to hear is Blake go on and on and on about why the Lord of the Rings is fan fiction.
These are why we. This is when we should do Lord of the Rings talk.
Okay, wait a minute.
Mike.
Microphone. Talk in your microphone.
Oh, do I need to?
Yeah, so we can hear.
I'm a massive Lord of the Rings fan, and I am just not interested in it.
I couldn't get past 10 minutes of the first season.
I'm really into it.
No, you're not.
You're not a fan of Lord of the Rings. I know.
I'm not a fan.
I got through 8 or 9 episodes, and there's nothing driving me to come back.
It just seemed boring. Even my son, he watched it all, and even he said like it's just nothing really happens.
So it's like the movies.
So I was just like, well, okay, I don't need to watch it. But the War of Rohirrim looks good though. I know it's an animated feature, so I'll go in it with with a different perspective. But I'm looking forward to it.
That's December.
Yeah,
Comes out.
like Christmas.
Well, Jason almost got punched there, everybody. So it was almost Jim was almost the answer to that question.
This is one from Follies of God. Jeff, you shared this.
I
It's a
did?
Did You Know? Yeah,
Oh, no.
about Dick Tracy.
Oh, yeah, I did.
This is funny.
In 1990, Warren Beatty made a Dick Tracy movie, but no one would let him make another one, and he even tried to do a TV show without him. They even tried to do a TV show without him. He got so mad, he decided to find a loophole in his contract and get decades of petty revenge. Every couple of decades, he makes a no-budget, 20-some minute TV special where he complains to Leonard Maltin while wearing his old costume, and releases it unannounced in the middle of the night on TCM. This week, and at 85 years old, he premiered his new one called Dick Tracy Zooms In. He didn't even have to show up on set. However, he has gone to court to make sure that they legally count as sequels and thus renew his rights to the character. He does this solely so that no one can legally use the character for anything. This new special will make the character his until 2027, when Dick Tracy goes into the public domain and anyone can use him for free. I sense a scary movie with Dick Tracy coming out. This is art. This is some A+ Andy Kaufman level trolling. This Follies of God goes, I will never watch either of these specials because the whole point is that they are unwatchable, low effort, and awful enough to be a middle finger to some bean-counting whippersnapper who made Warren Beatty mad in the 1990s. But I'm so happy they exist. I'd rather know these bird flips by an old man taking a grudge to the grave are in the world than a Dick Tracy Disney Plus show starring Chris Pratt. First off, I watched this. The Dick Tracy Zooms In, and it's the most awful thing I've ever seen. I don't even know. There is a funny part where Dick Tracy is talking to Leonard Maltin and Ben McKenovich or whatever from TCM.
Ben McKenzie.
Not Ben McKenzie. And then they zoom in Warren Beatty. So they have Dick Tracy, Warren Beatty playing Dick Tracy, and Warren Beatty himself.
Oh, God.
And Dick Tracy is critiquing the Warren Beatty Dick Tracy movie. And he's like, well, I would never go to slide down a flagpole like that. Why would he do that? And he's like, look at all the colors in this show. I don't know about that. So at least he's humorous about it. But it is a horrible 20-minute long show. But yeah, so Dick Tracy, Warren Beatty does this just so no one else gets the rights to Dick Tracy.
But what's that get him? If he's a fan of Dick Tracy, wouldn't you want it out there?
No, he was a fan of himself playing Dick Tracy.
There you go.
Better question: who cares about Dick Tracy?
The pettiness of this is fantastic.
It gets some petty revenge. I mean,
I'm all about petty revenge.
I would actually watch a new Dick Tracy movie.
Stop it!
Yeah,
Stop it!
I think it's time.
No, it isn't.
well, it might be. Well,
Did you
in 2
watch
years,
the last
it'll be
movie?
time.
The last movie of it?
Yeah,
Did you?
the Dick Tracy movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1990.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the theater with our dad,
Oh.
and then I've seen it on TV several times. Did you like the last movie, Dick Tracy movie?
with
I thought it was
Madonna.
interesting. Yeah, I thought the characters were. I mean, think about it. That was like special effects were really getting going at that point. There was no digital, so everything was. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
I will say I did enjoy that there was a lot of villains in it. That was kind of
That's
fun.
what I liked. The villains. Flat
Yeah.
Top was badass.
Flat Top was awesome. Dustin Hoffman was Mumbles, but it was funny. Like if you watch it back, it's cheesy bad, but like it's kind of like what we talked about with Tarzan, like the IP for Tarzan. No one cares. Like, okay, well you got Tarzan out there. Who cares? No one's going to.
I can't see Tarzan come back anytime soon.
No.
I can definitely see
Well, Disney
Dick
ruined
Tracy
Tarzan.
coming back with all the villains and all. I mean, that's just merchandise.
Yeah,
right
but is
there?
there a fan for it out there? That's
I
the thing.
think it's so out of the. I think it's been so out of the public for so long that when you bring it back, it'll kind of like be new for a lot of people.
Well, weren't you the one complaining about them doing Mario? Who the hell wants to see Mario?
Yeah, I will say.
and then-
no, it wasn't Mario. It was
It
Garfield.
was Garfield. It was Jason and Blake saying Garfield. No one was going to see Garfield, and then it made like $100 million.
I stand corrected. People saw Garfield the cartoon. I am shocked by that.
And the people think about it, like, people who grew up in the '90s would want to see it. That's our generation.
Yeah.
So we would turn out in force for it.
I just want to see a Dick Tracy played by Warren Beatty.
The people who grew up in the 90s, most of them don't want to watch Dick Tracy.
That's why I didn't do as well.
I mean, I think I'm too young for Dick Tracy.
My Dick Tracy watch finally broke.
But remember, they had tie-ins with McDonald's, and
It was huge.
yeah, they had tons of tie-ins.
Yeah, you can get like stuff out of cereal boxes,
Yeah.
stuff in McDonald's. Yeah, everything you could get. It was
But that kid was annoying in it. I need a milkshake. Shut up, kid. God, Tess was fine.
Did that
I'll
come
drink
out
your
like
milkshake. I'll
same
drink
time
it
as
right up.
Rocketeer and
It was around that same era. The Shadow
The Shadow?
with Alec Baldwin.
Slam Evil.
No, that was Phantom.
Oh, it's Phantom. Damn
The
it.
Phantom.
Oh, the Shadow
That's
Knows.
another
That was
IP
it.
that no one cares about.
Phantom. Was that Billy Zane?
It was Billy Zane. Slam
yeah.
Evil.
We need more Billy Zane.
I still have that ring, the Phantom ring, that I got at the theater.
I've always been surprised.
I think
with
we
a
were
lot of
giving
those-
some away at the expo.
I think we
last
were.
year.
There's a lot of those old like pulp magazines, like
Yeah.
Flash Gordon and
John Carter from Mars.
yes, all those. I it's like those are just IPs that are
universe.
ripe for making into big feature films.
You're right there.
He's singing Flash Gordon.
Oh.
Dick Tracy had a $46 million budget, and it made $163 million.
Okay.
Not bad.
Pretty good.
When tickets were $5, that's
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Then again, the budget for the movie was that much. How much was its marketing?
$80 billion.
Oh, yeah. They went crazy with the marketing.
But yeah, so Warren Beatty might be a little petty. I kind of like it. He's still alive.
Okay, he's still alive. I thought he was dead.
But there is something to be said about watching. When I was watching this, I'm like, this 85-year-old man is literally crawling into this yellow jacket from Dick Tracy and hat, and it just looks horrible.
They modeled the marketing after 1989's Batman.
Yeah.
So they had McDonald's, and then Warren Beatty was interviewed by Barbara Walters on 2020. And he said, I find the media's obsession with promotion and demographics upsetting. I find all this anti-cultural.
But please go see my movie. That's why he went on to play Bullworth.
Oh, part of the reason I think they did well, Disney put a Roger Rabbit cartoon short beforehand.
I love Roger Rabbit.
Andrew, we both have the love for pop culture and geeky stuff, but our movie taste is not similar.
You hate Roger Rabbit?
I did not like Roger Rabbit.
Really?
Yeah.
He didn't like Tummy Trouble or anything.
No.
What about the original comic that Roger Rabbit was in?
No. I don't remember that. That's what.
The
They killed Roger Rabbit in it.
Oh.
live action and animation together
It was impressive.
It was great.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
You know, because I saw one of the first ones recently. I watched Song of the South,
Oh, jeez.
and even that was impressive.
How'd you
back then.
see Song of the South? Is it on Disney Plus?
No, I have a DVD of it.
A DVD?
Yes, a DVD.
I have one too, and apparently, like, there's one country that bootlegs the Song of the South DVDs, and you can order it from them. And I've never saw it, so I just like, what the hell? I'll watch it to see.
How
what-
bad was it?
I got about halfway through and fell asleep. So
The beginning's really bad with the actual people. Once the animation comes in, I mean, it is thinking it's 1946 and the way they did it. It's pretty impressive.
But nobody fucking cares about Brer Rabbit.
What do you mean? Brer Rabbit's awesome.
No! It's
Yes.
a horrible character.
No, it's not.
When they redid Splash Mountain, good. Nobody fucking cares about that.
I like rabbits. So I like Roger Rabbit,
I like
Brian
rabbits.
Rabbit. I like all rabbits.
Are you George?
I like turtles.
What are you dressed up in?
Bugs Bunny.
I like turtles.
Are you George from Mice and Men there? It's good rabbit. Good rabbit. Snap.
Don't let him pet your dog.
He's like Gossamer from Looney Tunes. I will hug him and squeeze. Oh, no, that was George. That was the...
George, yeah.
Yeah, the Yeti. Anyways, last thing. Per Variety, authorities in Nashville have confirmed John Bon Jovi helped save a woman's life after persuading her not to jump from a bridge. The Metro
Did
Nashville...
he say he'd retire from singing if she didn't?
Stop it.
Oh.
The Metro Nashville Police Department said the musician helped persuade an unidentified pedestrian to safely come off the ledge of the I'm not even going to try that name, pedestrian bridge.
Siegenthaler.
Yeah, there we go. The department also posted a video clip of the alleged interaction on YouTube, since it has since been removed, with the video circulating widely online. Let's see here. A shout out, quote, a shout out to John Bon Jovi and his team for helping a woman on the bridge.
Siegenthaler.
Bon Jovi helped persuade her to come off the ledge over the Cumberland River to safety, the Nashville PD said in their social media post. Takes all of us to help keep each other safe. The video posted by authorities is pixelated, but allegedly shows Bon Jovi and an unidentified member of his team speaking to a woman who is standing on the outer ledge. After a few moments, their pair pick up the woman and place her back on the walkway. Representative for Bon Jovi did not respond to Variety's request for additional context and said to fuck off. CNN reports that the confrontation occurred as Bon Jovi was filming a music video. Doug, new music video. They also cite Nashville authorities who claim the woman was taken to a local hospital for treatment and evaluation shortly after the interaction. If you or anyone you know is having suicide thoughts, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 988 or go to speakingofsuicide.com/resources.
Where was John Bon Jovi to save Riley Strain?
I don't know who that is.
He was a 22-year-old college kid who was drinking with his friends, got kicked out of a bar, then was last seen walking towards the...
I saw that with the river.
And he ended up... They found his wallet and stuff on the river.
They found
bank, and
him.
They found his body farther down in the Cumberland River.
Yeah, they showed the video. That was rough. Like, he was
Yeah, that was
running.
years ago. I don't
No,
think
it was
John...
this past year.
This is past year.
Well, John wasn't filming a video
Well,
that
he should
day.
have been there.
I don't think John Bon Jovi's a superhero. I don't think he just shows up.
Well, he should.
Hey, Bon Jovi, you did a great job. Fuck off. Why weren't you at this one? Way to be, Jim. Could you get Bon Jovi? He is my favorite musician.
He's too busy superheroing.
He's not a superhero. But he is amazing.
I'm trying to make a comment to get suspended again.
It's my life. It's
Please stop. Please
stop. I don't want to live
Okay.
forever. Hold on, I won't sing the rest. Ready? Okay.
I don't trust you. You're going to sing as soon as
I'm
I
not
turn
gonna
on your
sing, I promise.
microphone.
I'm not gonna
This
sing.
is like when
It's
Scab.
the drums. Ready? Boom, boom. That's the part.
This is like when Scab Jeff does karaoke and he sings Pearl Jam Black.
Oh, Pearl! He kills
And he
that
kills
song.
it. He literally strangles it to death. That's what Jason does with every Bon Jovi song. You kill it.
That is funny when Scab Jeff he's singing and it's like, oh, I love this song. Please stop. You're killing it. And then he's get done and goes, oh, I killed it. Like,
Speaking
yeah,
of
you
concerts,
did.
Andrew, weren't you going to see Robert Plant? at a concert?
I was.
Are you a bit Addicted to Love fan?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Goodbye.
No, not Robert. Now he's leaving. Andrew's just
No, he's
leaving
not.
now. Way to go, Jason.
I literally have told that joke to him like 87 times. I think he wants to punch me 87 times. And the first time I actually was truthful, like, Addicted to Love? He's like, he's from Led Zeppelin, you idiot.
Yeah, Robert Palmer passed away like 15 years ago.
Did he? No.
He did. That's why I'm offended by the joke you're making.
I feel bad.
No, you don't.
We got some box office news?
Oh, I probably hit a button here somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to talk about this.
It's time for
He died 21 years
Box
ago.
Office Box.
Robert Palmer?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that was right in the middle of the bumper. I probably should have muted everyone before I hit that button.
My bad.
But okay, it was even longer than 21. Wow. He was great in Power Station.
Love that movie.
Okay, you can go now. We'll lock up on our way out.
What's the box office news?
Coming in at number 1 for the second straight week, Beetlejuice made $51.6 million, a total of $188 million
Look at that, Jason.
on a $100 million budget.
You look at that. People like it.
This doesn't mean they have taste.
I kind of agree with Jason on that one. That's the sad
My
part.
daughter really wants to watch the original. She saw like 30 minutes of it the other day when we were watching, like flipping through. And I was like, this is brutal. And she's like, Dad, will you watch it with me? I was like, yeah. And my wife's like, seriously? I was like, I will.
I'm a big Tim Burton fan. I went and saw it on like a preview night, and I enjoyed it. I give it a slightly above average, you know.
B minus.
And then my wife, she said the same thing, and then she was just like, but then like everybody keeps saying how great it is. She's like, I think I need to see it again because everybody says like this is the best movie all year. She goes, I, you know, sometimes when you see a movie and then you have to watch it again to make sure how you feel about it. She goes, I think I need to see it again. So I might have to go see it again with her.
Bring Jason with you.
God, no. Nothing about this movie. Ugh.
I love Tim Burton and I love Beetlejuice.
It's
So.
got Winona Ryder.
Did you see?
I like Winona.
We do agree on one
Yeah.
film. Did you see they're re-releasing Sleepy Hollow in the theaters?
Oh, yeah, I'll definitely go see that.
October 13th and 16th, I think.
Ooh, for Halloween.
I love Sleepy Hollow.
That's probably my favorite Halloween movie, I think, is Sleepy Hollow.
That's a good one.
I just love that movie. Been trying to get autographs on my poster, and it's been a long process.
Journey.
Yes.
I like Big Fish from what I remember, but I previewed it with you, I think, Jeff,
Okay.
and I fell asleep. And every time, I'm not exaggerating, every time I've watched it on TV, I've fallen asleep. But I really want to see it.
Big Fish, I think, was a fantastic movie.
I heard it. I remember parts of it being good.
Was that Burton?
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason
Yeah,
I
I've watched
didn't associate it with Burton.
my last favorite movie from Burton, and I told you this. I think you agreed with me and thought it was both pretty good, was the Dark Shadows. And I watched that again the other day, and I said, yeah, this movie is pretty good. So,
Well, it's one of the best movies ever made. It's got Michelle Pfeiffer in it.
it does have Michelle Pfeiffer.
No Fabulous Baker Boys.
Well, no, Michelle Pfeiffer isn't slinking on a piano in Dark Shadows.
But what I thought was fascinating was the explosion. I don't know if you guys talked about this yet. Is the phenomenon behind popcorn buckets at theaters?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys talked about it or not.
We have not.
well, we've talked about it when a new Goofy one comes out.
The Dune.
Yeah. So,
Fisting
and then
bucket.
the Wolverine one.
so I'm part of a Facebook group, and they had announced that theaters are starting to release the merchandise for Beetlejuice. This was like in the beginning of like towards the mid-August, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like a month before the movie comes out. So I go up there, and I literally grabbed the last piece of merchandise that they had left, and it was like the last one they had. And the guy told me, I don't know if we're getting any more in. I don't know. So I grabbed the Shrunken Head Bob and drink, and then and I was pretty happy with myself. Like, okay, I got something at least. And then and then stuff just disappears overnight. You know? I mean, it's just a whole month. Like, it's not even available for the release of the movie.
So a week or so before that, when my family was out of town, I was watching movies all weekend. They had the theater by us had tons of those Beetlejuice things, and I didn't even think about it. Like they had the popcorn buckets. I guess they just went out that day or similar. So I was like, oh, if it was something I like, I would have bought some. Or if you would have let me
Yeah,
know.
well, now my wife knows I like the popcorn. I've been cutting the popcorn buckets, the metal tins, for a while now, all the way back to like the Avengers. And so I always like to try and get them for my favorite movies. But now they're releasing them in advance and they're selling out because now people are like trying to resell these things. And it's just very frustrating as a fan. So now you got freaking, if it's a movie coming out and you know you're probably going to like the movie or a fan of that genre, now you got to start scooping out the theater a month in advance. It's like toy hunting back in the 90s, you know? So it's a little ridiculous because I don't want to overpay for a piece of tin either, you know? And then when you buy it in advance, I mean, what are you going to do? You go, yeah, boss put popcorn in, I'll take it home and eat the popcorn, you know, a month before the movie. So yeah, I kind of feel like I'm getting ripped off because I'm going to buy popcorn probably when I go to the movie too. So they get 2 popcorns out of me.
Well, see, what they want you to do is actually come to another movie when you buy it. So, like, you know, you come to a movie a month before the movie you really want to see comes out.
Yeah, but it's been slim pickings for me this year. So
You should go see Trap.
Was it still in the theater?
No, it's finally on video on demand.
That's what I thought.
Well, my wife, she finally kind of got a little bit into the whole merchandising of the movie. She doesn't buy anything. But then when she found out, because she always brings a blanket with her to the theater, so she found out they had a Beetlejuice blanket. She was like, I really want the Beetlejuice blanket. So I drove to 2 theaters, and nobody had the Beetlejuice sold out. So
the Batman bucket is
Call ahead. Say, do you have the Beetlejuice blanket? If you do, we'll come and watch the movie at your place if you can put one on hold for me. I will be there by this time.
There's a smaller theater a little bit farther away that we sometimes go to, and they had their souvenir cups. I'm not kidding. Taylor Swift, Trolls 2 or Trolls 3.
Wow.
And there's the last Disney cartoon.
They have a lot left over, huh?
Yeah. There's none of the new ones.
oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, Trolls 3, that came out last year. Okay.
So they're like buying overstock from the major chains.
Yeah,
them in their
pretty
theater.
much what they're
What
doing.
you guys got? Just give it to us.
Yeah, what do you got extra of? We'll take them.
You know what's real fun is when you're working at the movie theater and you're selling the cups for the next big blockbuster coming out, and then 2 weeks before it comes out, you're informed you're not getting that movie, yet you still have to sell the cups and popcorn bags and merchandise for that movie.
Would that be Phantom Menace?
No,
Oh.
it was the third one.
Well, Revenge
of the
Well, now they're releasing popcorn buckets. I saw this in the they were releasing a Pennywise and a Chucky, and there's no Pennywise or Chucky movie coming out. But they have them up at the theater, and guess what? They're going to sell out instantly.
Oh, yeah.
it's just something that's a new
Just wait
fad.
till Terrifier 3 comes out with theirs.
I can already see now. This is going to get intense. When
Do you lose your hand when you put it in?
The Terrifier 3, you lose at least a body part.
People are already asking about the Terrifier merch. So
Oh, yeah. Dude, it's going to make tons of money.
yeah, the theaters are going to make hand over. They're going to make not only 50% of ticket money, but now they're going to make all this merchandise money.
Well, they finally got budget on it now. They got a budget now for Terrifier. The guy, I think it's $10 million. Somebody gave him $10 million to make the third one, and like the first one was made for like $40,000. So good for him. What else you got, Jeff?
Oh, geez. I thought I was done. We only got to number 1. Number 2, Speak No Evil, made $11.5 million in its opening weekend on a $10 million budget.
This looks creepy.
Got its money back,
It's getting good reviews.
as a lot of low-budget scary movies do. You're either going to have blockbusters or low-budget scary movies. That's what the theater is going to be. Deadpool and Wolverine come in at number 3, making another $5.2 million, a total of $621.5 million on a $200 million budget.
Needs $2 more million to surpass Infinity War, I think, and it's going to be 13th overall.
That's
Inside
what it's
Out.
going to end up at 13th overall.
They think it might actually get up to 11. If it gets to 635, I think it passes Barbie.
Inside Out 2 has to make like 500,000 to pass Jurassic Kingdom for number 10.
Infinity War's that low?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is Inside Out 2 just making a bunch of money because it's really great? I haven't seen it. My wife wants to still.
It's enjoyable. It's really good.
Is it enjoyable? Okay.
Yeah.
Is it that good, or is it just because there's been no kids movies?
Both.
No, there have been some kids movies.
Well, Garfield.
Then-
All right. There's been like no
Me.
kids movies that kids realize.
It's cute. It's a good film.
I mean, number 4 this week, Am I Racist, is a kids movie.
No, I don't think it is.
It made $4.8 million in its opening weekend on an unknown budget.
I knew it was going to do well. I think Brian doubted it.
You did actually. You did say it like
Is 4.8 well?
for a documentary. Yeah.
For a documentary where they probably did it for about 400,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else you got?
And coming in at number 5, Reagan made another $3 million, a total of $23.5 million on a $28 million budget.
Reagan is going to be in the box office until it gets its money back. It's just going to keep going.
Yeah.
It's like The Croods 2.
The Croods 2 stayed around for a year.
28 million. It's at 23.5. So what? Another week.
Number
Yeah.
6, Croods 2.
Croods 2 was awesome because during COVID, that's the only movie that stayed in the theater. Every week, Croods 2 made $52,000 this week.
It's number 1 at the box office.
Oh boy.
Remember when we used to do the box office during COVID? It was the drive-ins. It was like this
Yeah.
made $782 was number
This one
one.
paid $420.
Yes.
You know, my this Deadpool Wolverines. I really enjoyed that movie. I saw it twice. I might see it a third time.
It's coming in Disney Plus soon.
Is it?
Yeah.
But I think my favorite movies might be Twisters this year. I mean, it's close. It's close. Wolverine probably going to beat it. Deadpool Wolverine's going to beat it. But Twisters, I really enjoyed it.
Stop it.
Now, didn't he just say there was slim pickings for him at the go to the theater to watch movies? And he just said he's seen Deadpool and Wolverine twice and Twisters.
Yeah, and Beetlejuice.
And Top Gun 16 times.
Probably. Yeah. my son Gabe actually watched Top Gun 2 the other day. I want to watch that, so he watched it on his own. He came down and said, "Can you watch the first one with me?" So
You say no?
it was late. I was like, "Son, I got to get ready to go to bed, and you should be going to bed too." It's like 10 o'clock at night.
It's 2 a.m. in the morning. What are you doing up?
This is why I'm not getting up on time.
But you have to watch that sand volleyball skit that I've seen.
Oh, Top Gun. Tom Cruise abs.
Playing
I think it's more Rick Rossovich.
with the boys.
They are making a third one, I hope, right?
Yeah.
The second one made money. Why not?
Same thing with Beetlejuice. I know, like, Tim Burton joked around, like, it'll be like another 20, 30 years for him, so I'll be too old to do it or something. But, man, look at it. It's already at what? 188 million on a.
Oh, they're making a third. Beetlejuice.
You should get Neil Gaiman to write it with him.
I just hope it has a smaller group of characters. I think it had a little too many.
Too many characters?
Yeah, I think there was like 2 characters they could have just done out.
That's what I keep hearing is that they said they should have focused it more.
Yeah, I think that if they do Beetlejuice, it should be just about Winona and Beetlejuice. And
So I'm assuming they didn't bring back Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis?
No.
no.
Okay.
They announced they weren't going to.
Spoilers.
Well, I mean, would you want Alec Baldwin in your movie?
Well, just don't give him a gun.
I didn't want to say anything. Oh boy.
Hey, we're going to give you a walkie-talkie. We're doing the ET way. But I'm a sheriff. I'm a sheriff.
I'm a sheriff. I will point my walkie-talkie at you.
That's what they should do for Rust. Everything gets taken out as a walkie-talkie now. Just give us a
that'd be
couple
funny.
of them so we can get to top 5.
I will give you as many as I want.
Whatever. What do you got?
We have a mistake. In the midst of a new scheme of publicly reported surgeon's performance, a gifted surgeon's life is thrown into disarray as her colleagues begin to close ranks, and even her partner, who is a nurse at the hospital, turns her back on her.
I fell asleep and listened to it.
That is Elizabeth Banks,
Oh, well, never mind.
Mickey
back.
Sumner, Simon McBurney, Fern Sutherland, Rena Owen.
Okay.
Then next we have Never Let Go.
Sounds like a good advice.
A family that has been haunted by an evil spirit for years. Their safety and their surroundings come into question when one of their children questions if the evil is real.
Is this Beetlejuice 3?
No, it's Halle Berry,
Oh.
Anthony Jenkins, William Catlett, Stephanie Levine.
Okay.
Never Let Go.
I heard Bon Jovi say that once.
Yes.
Then we have The Substance. A fading celebrity decides to use a black market drug, a cell-replicating substance that temporarily creates a younger, better version of herself.
I bet you it goes against her. Bet you he tries to kill her.
Is that movie like what's it called? Dead with the two Y with the guy.
Death
Dead
becomes
Alive?
her.
That's it. Death,
Oh.
Death becomes her.
That's what it sounds like almost.
I heard they were going to make a remake of Death Becomes Her. Maybe they didn't and made this instead.
Oh,
The Substance has Margaret Qualley, Demi Moore, Dennis Quaid, Hugo Diego Garcia, or Oscar Lesage.
okay.
The Substance.
Otherwise known as Flubber.
Yes.
Then we have What We Find on the Road.
Roadkill.
A strange dad challenges TJ with a vintage car on his 18th birthday, urging a cross-country trip. With eccentric companions, TJ embarks on a humorous, resilient journey, realizing life's longest roads can lead home.
Hey, look, giant ball of twine.
We are not going to get out and see the giant ball.
This is
Getting out to see the giant ball of twine.
This movie stars Finn Haney, William Chris Sumter, Paul Guilfoyle, Ross Partridge.
I know Paul Guilfoyle.
Yes,
I know Partridge and Pear Tree.
that doesn't help.
No.
Then we have Happy Clothes, a film about Patricia Field.
Nice.
Enter the colorful world of Patricia Field, the Emmy-winning costume designer behind Sex and the City, Emily in Paris, and The Devil Wears Prada. It has such people as Jean-Michael Basquiat, Kim Cattrall, Lily Collins, Laverne Cox.
Is this a documentary?
It is a documentary.
Oh, okay.
And then last, we have Transformers 1.
Best reviewed Transformers, 90%. Not kidding. It's getting great reviews.
Live action?
No,
Animated.
Animated. The untold origin story of Optimus Prime and Megatron, better known as sworn enemies, but once were friends, bonded like brothers, who changed the fate of Cybertron
Well, yes.
forever.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
It's getting great reviews.
I mean, how cliched is that?
The voices in there, you have Chris Hemsworth,
Of course.
Brian Tyree Henry, Scarlett Johansson, Keegan Michael Key, Steve Buscemi, Lawrence Fishburne, John Hamm, Vanessa Liguori, John Bailey,
A lot of Marvel guys in there.
James Remar.
I mean, it's got to be better than Michael Bay films, right?
But, I mean, isn't that the same plot as the Mufasa movie?
Yes.
Okay.
They just somehow all forgot about that, though.
Now, granted, I guess this is coming out before Mufasa.
That's true. Mufasa.
Ooh, do it again.
Mufasa.
Who are they going to use the voice for Mufasa?
I think they already shot it.
They already
so-
filmed?
Yeah.
It's already done? Okay.
I mean, I've
If
seen
not, they can AI it because he gave his permission.
To Star
to
Wars.
Star Wars.
Just Star Wars?
Yeah.
As far as I know, it was
Yep.
Star Wars for Darth Vader.
Yep.
Well, it's same company.
That's true.
They're going to dub him over every Hayden Christensen line. I don't like sand. It gets everywhere. Every crevice. Every part of your body.
That would sound better with James Earl Jones
I agree.
saying it.
That should have been on Letterman's list.
Should have been. I don't like sand.
Jeff, can you get some top 5 music?
Oh.
That would be good. You got to hit the button over there.
I have to get on the right
Yes.
screen.
Boy, oh boy, weren't they great. That's the lobotomized monkey. And now, the top 5.
Woohoo!
Watch
Top
it- watch this.
5.
Oh, it's top 5. What's top 5?
According to this, it's top 5 favorite robots.
Whoa. I thought it was top 5 cereals.
No.
Or I'm sorry,
Cereals too.
top 5 famous robots from pop culture.
Okay.
That's my nod to Jeff Garlin. How in that show, the Goldbergs, he always said robot.
Oh. My number 5.
All right, Jason, what's your number 5?
Roboto from He-Man. It was his buddy. That was the robot. That was the first figure I got. Not first figure, but he was a robot figure, and he was a really cool action figure. And so, horrible character in the cartoon. But I'm going with it.
Well, they were all horrible characters in the cartoon, except for Fisto.
Fisto. Jim.
I don't know if it's a robot, but I'm going with it. Max Headroom.
Doug is on your list.
No.
I like it. Andrew, what you got?
I didn't prepare for this.
It don't matter. Just throw out a robot.
Just throw out anything.
Well, okay, since he brought up a robot from He-Man, I'll bring up another robot from He-Man.
Oh, yeah.
The Horse Strider.
Oh, Horse Strider. Yeah, that's a good one.
The horror what?
Yes, the Horse
The
Strider.
horse strider?
It's a different type of He-Man.
It's his steed that we ride, but it was a robot.
Yes.
It was a machine.
Didn't you have that too? As a
Yep,
boy?
I did. I still do.
Who was spoiled here?
I was.
Jason.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but if you were a kid who didn't get a whole lot, okay, for some reason that's the damn vehicle that every kid got.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't get any of the cool vehicles. You got the horse one. And it was
Yeah.
always on clearance at all the stores.
And Doug, you know, Doug, horses suck.
I would say Jason wasn't the kid that didn't get a lot. He got a lot.
I did not.
He was the fourth. He was spoiled.
Well, I
Didn't
can't
you
wait
get the big G.I. Joe ship?
Yeah, no, I got battle drum. The battle.
Oh,
I can't wait to get to his number one because it's going to be one of those not GoBots.
the Walgreens robot.
Walgreens.
Oh, Grandma tried. Number 5, Doug.
I went Maximilian from the Black Hole.
Oh, horrible film. Great characters.
Only Maximilian? You're not
Only
going-
Maximilian.
You didn't like the other
Cylon?
robot?
Vincent.
That's his name. I don't
No,
remember.
no.
Okay.
Number 5.
Oh, number 5. I went with Vicky.
Oh, from Small Wonder.
Small Wonder. I
That's a
mean,
good one.
best robot ever.
Yeah.
Or 5th best, I guess.
Number 4.
Number 4, I went with Cheese.
Who's that?
From Mac
and cheese on Friends. Joey's show.
Joey's
Oh,
show
Cheese.
where he was paired up with a robot.
Yes.
The robot was named Cheese. He played Mac.
Number 4, Doug.
Phil Coulson when he was a life model decoy.
Life model decoys. I didn't even think of those.
Andrew.
All right, I got one, and see if anybody knows the name of this robot.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's a robot, cyborg. But
Close enough.
Doesn't matter. Still counts.
All right, Beta.
Beta.
Star Trek.
Nope.
No, that's Data.
Oh,
Nobody knows it.
so I didn't do the
Can't
Brent
place
Spiner
it.
one last year.
Greetings, Starfighter.
The Last Starfighter.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
When he takes Alex Rogan into space to be recruited for Starfleet Academy, they put a beta unit back on Earth that he gets to sample his DNA, and then he becomes Alex Rogan as a robot, but you can't tell the difference.
I think I last saw that movie in 1986.
It's in my top 5
For worst.
for greatest. I so want that movie to have a sequel.
Every time he comes on, he brings it up, and Jason badmouths it.
Why change now?
Number 4 for you.
I'll go from WandaVision. I'll go Vision.
That's my number 3. Vision. Number 3.
Good old Paul Bettany.
Yes.
My number 4 was
Specifically the Paul Bettany Vision, not like the Vision from the comic books.
The Paul Bettany Vision.
my number 4 was Sentinels from X-Men.
X-Men 97.
Yep. Cincinnati Comic Expo.
Sure, you don't mean the Sentinels from The Replacements.
They weren't robots.
Oh,
2 nights
Are
ago
you
it was
sure?
on, and I watched
They
it.
were
Yeah.
much better than robots. If you take the Sentinels from the X-Men 97 against the football team wins every time.
Yeah, they
You know
got
why?
Keanu Reeves.
Heart.
Heart.
Miles
Those,
Morales.
those robots do not have heart.
I just like that they only thought they could get away with one quarterback. Like, you need a backup.
You do?
No question. No question.
Bryce Young does. My number 3 was Vision. Number 3 for you?
I'll go Ultron.
Oh. Bring it back.
James Spader Ultron.
Yeah.
Robert California Ultron.
Number 3?
All right, batteries not included.
Steve Guttenberg.
That's right.
Can you get him?
Oh, I love Steve.
I do too.
He's so nice.
Get him. I mean, like, you just talked 10 minutes earlier. Like, it's not just easy.
Yeah. Well, why don't you just get him?
Just kidnap him. Steve, you're coming with us.
Well, we can get Kevin Bacon if you just kidnap
That's
him.
true.
Yeah, he was
okay.
fabulous. I think he was only there for like a day.
Yeah.
Just a pop in, pop out. And God, I wish we could get him a little longer. He's just such a nice person.
Number 3, Dick?
Red Wing, the Falcon's robotic
Oh, yeah.
bird.
That's a good one. In the comics, it's a real life
It's a
one.
real bird,
Yeah.
but
In the movie,
I think they did it better in the movie.
they did. Number 3?
Number 3 for me is the Osimo 4000. that was the robot in South Park that wrote Adam Sandler movies.
Well, it turned out it was just Cartman in a cardboard box that everybody thought was a real robot, except for everybody except for Butters and the parents.
No, Butters thought it was a real robot.
Butters did, but the other kids didn't. They knew it was Cartman, and all Cartman was doing was trying to make fun of Butters and then get his.
Oh, he was trying to get close to Butters to steal the videotape because Butters had a videotape of him doing something.
Of him playing with Polly Prissy Pants and doing the tea party in the backyard.
Yeah.
Number 2?
Number 2 for me, I picked Robot Santa
From
Futurama.
Oh, okay.
He is the Santa in the future. He is a killer robot who once a year comes out and kills everybody who's not locked safely away at home.
Doug, number 2?
Data from Star. Oh wait, no, that's Star Trek. Fuck Stork. Wally.
Wally.
Wally from Star Trek.
Number 2, Andrew?
Rosie.
Oh, that's
the
my number 2.
Jetsons?
From the Jetsons. Anything that cleans.
Yeah.
So just a Roomba.
Yeah.
Wait, we agree on something?
DJ Roomba
I
from
forgot all
Parks
about-
and Rec.
The stars must align for that.
I like the Rosie one. Put on the board, number 2.
I'll do Bender from.
From
He
Futurama.
bends things.
Bender Bending Rodriguez.
Okay. Number 2 was Rosie from the Jetsons for me. Number 1, K2SO from Rogue One. Love that robot.
Oh, I forgot. Well, that's one I wanted to put on my list.
But the robot from the android from, the droid from Star Wars Outlaws is catching up. Great sidekick.
Ooh.
Number 1 for you.
Bernard Lowe.
What's that? Oh, Westworld.
Westworld. Bernard from Westworld. When you don't realize he's a robot for a long time, then you finally figure out he is, was one of the greatest turns in that show.
What door?
Number 1.
Me, I consider them a duo, and
Okay.
that would be R2D2 and C3PO.
Okay.
I can see putting them together. Yeah.
If I had to pick one over the other, it would probably be C3PO just because he's been through every movie.
What?
Well, just because he talks. I mean, R2D2 just beeps at you and you have no clue what he says.
Wait, you can't understand him?
Nope.
You're an idiot.
Number 1, Doug.
I hobied it. I went with RX-24 and R-3X.
What's that?
24 was also known as Rex, the pilot for Star Tours.
Oh,
And then after he lost that
Star
job,
Tours.
DJ Rex was the other one in Ogo's Cantina.
I have a statue of that at my house.
I have the plastic Bluetooth speaker Rex
Oh,
at
nice.
my house.
It's a great ride at Disney.
It's an attraction.
Oh.
It's a ride.
They have great hotels there, though.
Resorts.
Let's see. Randall Holt.
Do you like the car?
Oh,
Sorry,
we
Jeff.
don't need my number one. Okay.
Jeff playing the part of Brian this week.
What's your number 1?
Oh, I don't know if I should.
Okay, that's fine. Randall Holt at RJ Holt 666. He's not evil. Just
You're
let
an
him know.
asshole.
What's your number 1?
My number 1 is Fresh Cut Grass. It is the player character by Sam Riegel in Critical Role's third campaign. He is a
Automaton.
no, I can't even say it.
Aoran.
Aoraton.
Is this
Something
D&D
like that.
stuff?
Yes, D&D
Okay.
stuff, and I'm just going to talk about it.
Okay.
Because he was a nice, friendly, caring robot who gave psychiatric help to anyone he could find until he got too stressful. Then he tried to kill you.
Did you invite Andrew to your D&D night?
We haven't
We
started
haven't had it yet, but
Jeff, and I know you've been having issues with the post office, but did you see they have D&D stamps out right now?
they came out.
Yes.
I saw they were coming out.
Yes.
It takes 6 weeks to get them, though.
I will say, now that you mentioned it, this month's box came within 2 days of when it was ordered, 1 day after it went out. So a little different
Apparently
experience.
the Joy listens to you.
They must, because I mean, it was only coming from Hamilton, Ohio, and last month had to go via New Hampshire.
I can't speak for all the post office, but we believe you should just go and pick that up yourself.
You know,
With Father. No, in Hamilton.
if they had a pick it up yourself option when I order these, I would.
You can definitely do it next month. We'll go up to Hamilton to visit the Municipal Brew Works.
Well, that's like in 2 weeks.
Let's see. Top 5. RJ Holt, 666. He's not evil.
He's just handled that way.
He had R2-D2, Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy. He hobied it for number 3. The Terminator, Schwarzenegger, and Summer Glau.
Ooh, Summer Glau.
Data from Star Trek Next Generation. And Soundwave from the Transformers cartoon. Honorable mentions, Rosie from Jetsons, and he just did this on purpose. Irona, I-R-O-N-A. Iron. It's from Richie Rich. Marvin from Hitchhiker. Yeah.
Wouldn't that just be Arna?
Whatever.
Arna.
Marvin from Hitchhiker's Guide
I
to the Galaxy.
forgot Marvin. That should have been on my list.
RoboCop. Tweaky from Buck Rogers. And Muffet 2 from Battlestar Galactica original.
Twinkie was bad. That's a pretty good impersonation.
From Jacoba, tweets by Jacoba, he had Maria from Metropolis 1927, the film. That's a good one. Hal 9000. Marvin, the paranoid android from Hitchhiker's Guide.
Hitchhiker's Guide.
DJ Roomba from Parks and Rec.
You win.
And Bender. Honorable mention, the Mars rover. Brian Hour. IQ 9 from Star Blazers.
Yeah, there is an R at the end of his name, Jason.
I don't believe that. He had
Well, this is a guy who can't pronounce iron, so.
Twiggy from Buck Rogers. Data from Star Trek The Next Generation. BD1 from Star Wars Jedi series. That's the little guy that jumps on your back. And R2-D2. Good one. Let's see here. We had Brian. Oh,
Brian sent his in.
yeah.
Now,
He had the Fembots from Austin Powers.
good one.
We know what his number one's going to be.
Benny and Jet, the robot dogs from Kingsman, The Golden Circle.
Okay.
Socks, the robotic cat from Lightyear. Optimus Prime from Transformers. What's number 1?
The robot from Rocky IV.
Zito. Yep. Oh, Jesus. Blake Bot had Alita and C-3PO only because I had relationships with both. Not simultaneously. Well, Dr. Number 1 had Vicky from Small Wonder, Roomba, Iron Giant, RoboCop, and RoboCalls. And Devin, Sci Guy, had Rosie from the Jetsons, the medical droid claiming Padme died from a broken heart. What'd she die from? Broken heart? Really? You're a robot. You should know.
She died from a broken heart.
R2-D2 and C-3PO. Johnny 5. And number 1 from the podcast, Blake Bot. Let's see here. We also had Facebook. We had, let's see here. Sorry, I thought Jeff was having this, but obviously not.
Well, I left my phone in my car, so it's pretty
okay.
tough to look it up.
Well, you could.
But I'll give you my honorable
No.
mentions while you
Nick
find
Mayer
it.
had Iron Giant, Optimus Prime, Wall-E. He hobied it, R2-D2, and Chopper from Star Wars franchise. Good job, Chopper.
Oh, I thought he was going to say GoBots.
All the GoBots.
Bender from Futurama. Honorable mention. Oh, this is a good one. Baymax from Big Hero 6. He would be on my top 5.
Oh, he's a robot?
Yeah.
Wait. He would be. Why wasn't he then?
I forgot.
Okay.
Steve from Everything I Learned from Movies.
Everything I learned from movies.
He has Rihanna from The Real Simone. The Real Simone. Robbie the Robot, from Lost in Space. Iron Giant. Johnny 5 from Short Circuit. And Bishop from Aliens. So there you go. Thanks, everybody. Real quick, any other honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions, I had IG-11 from The Mandalorian.
IG-88.
No, IG-11.
No, 88's a better one.
Well, I can't hear you because you're not talking into the microphone.
IG-88's better.
IG-88 did nothing. He stood there.
He was savage.
He just stood there. He did. IG-11 at least like spun around shooting the crap out of everything.
We never got to see IG-88 in action.
Exactly. Therefore, I can't like him
Because he was legendary.
And Isaac from
Benson?
no.
That'd be Love Boat.
No, from the Orville.
Oh, that's a good one. I liked it. Was he a robot on Love Boat?
No.
That's why he wasn't on his list.
The Love Boat. Romance and fucking. Bad idea of the week. Number 18, Jason singing. Do you know that I really don't know many songs?
Yeah, you know the titles.
Yes, I do.
I know you don't know the Gummy Bears theme song.
Gummy Bears.
Oh, I shouldn't have said
And he doesn't
That's
know the
my
Love
fault.
Boat theme song either.
The Love Boat.
Exciting and new.
Come aboard. We're expecting you, the Love Boat.
You guys
Soon
need to be
we'll
off tune a little bit more so we don't get
another
copyright.
run.
Who had titles for the show?
I have a couple.
I threw my pen into the green room, so I only have one. I have Combat Caves.
I have double scabies.
Ew.
I like bad breath.
And I cannot lie.
I'll control your sentiments. And I'm all about petty revenge.
I like that one.
I have the talent in sandals. Fuck you, Jason.
I like that one.
I had that one too.
And I like rabbits.
I like rabbits.
Andrew, we're going with I Like Rabbits. This is a good one. Andrew, thanks for showing up this week.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
We'll see you in another 365 days. Give or
Yeah,
take.
that sounds about right.
Well, we will see him sooner than that.
We will, but not on the podcast. But yeah, Doug, thanks for showing up.
Hey, no problem.
Thanks for eating the ranch. That
was fantastic.
Andrew, did you want to take the ranch candy with you?
Nope. I'd throw it in the garbage.
Wow. They don't appreciate it.
No.
Just keep it here, Doug.
I don't appreciate
I
it
think
either.
he tried to sabotage me is what he tried to do. In fact, barf.
Should have tried the ice cream. Ugh.
You should have seen Jeff try the ice cream.
I think I did vomit a little with the ice
And I
cream.
love cotton candy, and that is ranch. It's just terrible. Just terrible.
Terrible.
Do you like ranch?
It's all right, but ranch and cotton candy is not a mixture that go well together.
Two great tastes. It tastes great together.
Ranch and con candy.
Wrong.
So thanks, everybody, for listening. And Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. Not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
You are listening to a Hobie.